Dear students, in this video, I'm going to talk about linear data structure. As the name suggests, here the data are organized in the sequential order. So here one after the other data will be organized like this. So now we are going to talk about its examples. What is that? Arrays, linked list. The short form of linked list is list, and then stack, queue. These four are the linear data structure. In all these four data structure, the data are organized in the sequential order. Let us see the example for arrays and linked list. Suppose here I have given the array. Okay, so now you see here totally 6 elements I stored here. Size of the array. If here I can give the name of the array is capital A and the size is 8 as per the diagram. Actually, array index will start from 0 as you know well. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The total size is 8. So here only 6 elements I inserted in this array. Okay, suppose I would like to insert another element in the middle of this element. That means in between A1 and A2. How it is possible? That is not easy task. For example, if I want to insert B at this location too, how I have to do it? So what we have to do, first A6 will be moved to this position and A5 to here, and then A4 to here, and then A3 to here, and then A2 here, so that this second position will become empty. In that place I can insert B. So by seeing this work, you can understand that inserting an element in the middle of the array is very much tough. That is, it will be the very tedious process. So what we can do it, this array data structure will be little bit tough to insert the element. So every element one step I have to move, then only I can insert in the middle of that. Okay, and here array element is fixed. Once the size is fixed, once I fixed 8, up to 8 element only I can store. Later I cannot change that structure. Okay, no, this is very much tough for me. So how can I include more elements in the middle, or whenever I want? That should be user friendly, means we can talk about the linked list. Now you see the linked list, how it is organized. This is A1. A1 is linked to A2. A2 is linked to A3. A3 is linked to A4. Now let me show the example diagram for linked list. You see here your linked list is similar to the number of coaches attached to the engine. Okay, so for example, this is my A1, this is A2, this is A3, like that. If you want to insert one more coach, that is B, in between A1 and A2, means very simple. Just you have to remove this link. Okay, A1 and A2 are attached through a certain link. This link to be removed, and here with the A1 I have to link this one, and with the A2 I have to link this one. So easily I can connect B in between A1 and A2. So that is what happening in the linked list. Now you see here in between A1 and A2 I would like to include this B. So easily I can remove the link here and I can attach this B in between this, so that it will be easily done in case of linked list. And here this is not fixed. Linked list is not fixed, it is unlimited. So how many data you would like to add, number of data you can add it. So that is the difference between array and a linked list. Array means it is fixed amount of elements, but here unlimited number of elements we can use, and any operation, that means either insertion or deletion, will be very much tedious in case of array, but in case of linked list it is very much easy. So what is mean by linked list? As I said already, if you want to work with unknown number of data, suppose first I am doing for 100, but later I would like to increase to 150 or 1000. I don't know how many number of data I'm going to deal. Based on the input I have to increase. So in that cases, linked list is very much easy for us to do that. So unknown number of data values means we have to choose linked list data structure. So this will organize the data uniformly. And here what we have to understand means, as I shown the diagram here, first here the data will be stored, and here in the next part it stores the address of the next. Okay, it stores the address, that is a link to the next one. Okay, next data we can call like that. So linked list is a linear data structure, and then it contains the sequence of elements. A1 is connected to A2, A2 is connected to A3, like that. A sequence of elements it contains, and each element give links to the next element. So each element in the linked list is called node. Node contains two field. Okay, first field for storing the actual data, actual value, which data you would like to store. For example, I'm going to store the integer data, so that is 10. Suppose I would like to store any single character a, that is char. So here this is char data and this is int data. Any type of data we can store. Suppose I would like to store the float data, like that I can store anything. So out of the two field, first field is for storing the actual value, and the second field is there, no, that is for storing the address of the next node. Okay, here next node will be there and its address will be stored here. For example, here the data is 10 and the address is 1004. Okay, for this data its address will be 1000, for example. So this is the second, it is pointing to the address 1004. Again here it will have the data and it will be connected to the next node address. Okay, so here next node address is 1008, so I can mark here 1008, like that, keep on it is going. So this is what node in the linked list. Once again I will repeat, each element in the linked list, each element in the linked list is called node. Node contains two field. First field is used to store the actual data. It may be any data type, either it may be integer, char, float, etc. And the next field stores the address to the next node. It gives link to the next node. So who will store the address? As you know well, pointer store the address. Pointer is the variable which stores the address of the next node. So in linked list, we are going to discuss three types of linked list. First one is single linked list, and the second one is circular linked list, and the third one double linked list. So three types of linked list we are going to discuss in detail. What are all the basic operations performed on that, everything in detail we will discuss. I hope you understand the concept of linked list. If you have any doubt, please ask me in the comment section. We will see in the next video.